It's a rainy day here in Orange, California. Very rainy day. Hi, my name is Kristen. I'm a travel advisor, and this is another installment of my Travel Like Adam series. Adam was in Rome. If you didn't see my last video, go look at that. And what I'm doing is I'm showing you how to travel like Adam. I'm a travel advisor. The only reason I'm telling you that is because that I have professional expertise in this area. I am not trying to get clients. I am not trying to profit off of this in any way, shape, or form. So last we talked, Adam was in Rome. I think it was that first night he went down to the Trevi Fountain, and you saw like there was a ton of people. There were a ton of people, and I don't remember if he ever actually got in there. I don't think he did, but anyway, the Trevi Fountain is the world's oldest functioning aqueduct, and it is free. It is free to go see it. And I know the crowds looked really like crazy, but they let in something like 400 people at a time. And so it's a line that you're going to see that keeps moving. So if you don't want to do a tour or something like that, obviously get there first thing in the morning. If you don't want to do that, you kind of want to get in and out, you can go to things like Get Your Guide to book more of like a group tour that will take you through the aqueduct. Super cool. Another thing Adam talked about in that video, and he's talked about it in multiple videos that I want to address, is the size of piping hot caffeinated beverages internationally. Other countries don't have supersized meals or drinks. So unless you're at a Starbucks abroad, you're going to find that most things are much smaller portions than here in the United States. So like one coffee in Rome is probably the equivalent of like Adam would need like 4 of those to be like a legitimate coffee. So that was the other thing. I think also in this video, this was when he got the man bag, right? So that is also a really good thing to prepare to have with you. Not buy it over there because it's probably way overpriced. There are a lot of pickpockets, lots of them. I'm in Orange, so it doesn't apply here. But I've got my raincoat on, but underneath my raincoat, I have my, bag. So that's one of the best ways if you're not traveling when it's 114 degrees outside. Definitely have anti-pickpocket bags or clothing because, especially if you have stuff on your back. So don't do it. Uber in Italy is available. I think he said he took Uber, but Uber in Italy is really only Uber Black, as far as I remember. There's an app called Free Now. Download that. That's going to be your best friend in Italy for rideshare taxis and cars. So Free Now is definitely a good option. over the course of 2025, as a travel professional, Adam learned a lot. He learned a lot about international travel. And one of the smarter things that he did was he knew he needed to book St. Peter's Basilica in advance. But the mistake was assuming he could get in and out. So he had booked like a 1:30 St. Peter's and then 3 p.m. Sistine Chapel, I believe. So definitely give yourself loads and loads of time in between reservations, even so much so that you could go take a nap or you could go get lunch or something like that, because he kind of had to run in and out of St. Peter's Basilica. But I mean, he got to go to both, which is great, because if you're like me, I go in, I see what I want to see, and I get out. If you're my wife, you are reading every single plaque on every single display. I don't do that. So that was one of the other things, is that if you're booking your own tours, if you're not using a travel agent, definitely give yourself enough cushion to make those tours. That's really it for today. I think the only other thing was he did like to eat in the restaurants on the plazas, which is super cool. Yeah, I get it. Those do tend to be the touristy restaurants and way overpriced. You're still going to get decent food regardless. So just know that, like, if you're traveling, you want to travel like Adam, and you want to sit at a cafe on a plaza, absolutely. Just know you're going to pay a little bit more in those kind of restaurants. Perhaps research a little bit more on, more local cuisine, and that's it. I think that's it for today. We're here in Orange on a little adventure of sorts. There's the fountain. Love your journey. It's the only one you got.